I wonder, what are the questions you ask yourself about life? I'm interested in the solutions that come from questions like, how can we live in a kind world without compromising ourselves? How can we solve the self-worth deficit? How can we achieve our life's purpose? How can we, as individuals and as businesses, prepare ourselves for the future? And how can business solve some of humanity's challenges and indeed help humanity to blossom to its fullest expression? You see, I believe that each of us has potent value, and I believe that life is amazing, not always easy, but beautiful and intelligent. Inside each and every one of us is a unique set of purposes, dreams and desires that, when expressed, would serve the world for the higher good. We may or may not act upon these because we may or may not feel worthy. It's easy to waste our lives in our unworthiness. It's easy to forget just how amazing we really are. On the other hand, when we feel free on our journey to fully express our most magnificent selves, then we feel joy and the world benefits. Now, self-worth is an inside job for sure. No one can compensate for our self-worth. And whilst we must all be accountable for our lives, our outlook, and our well-being, we can lift each other up. We can create so many positive voices believing in us that that becomes the norm. As you know, voices are powerful. Our lives are made up of them. Our parents, our peers, the media, the constant chatter inside our own heads. And as you know, those voices can sometimes take away from our wholeness. They whisper to us that we're not good enough, that other people are better than us, that we don't have what it takes to shine, or we're not whole without such and such a product. Well, it's this latter one I'd like us to explore for a moment. It's how business and humanity interact together. I'm a brand strategist. I prepare brands for the future. I find solutions that make brands more valuable whilst making the world a more harmonious place, because that's what it takes to be a modern business. Humanity and business are not separate. We're all the same people. So why wouldn't we want to do good through our work? It's for us, our children, our children's children. We're not faceless robots behind a commercial wall. We're people. We're not just customers. We're people. Humanity and business are not separate. We're all on this journey of life to overcome our challenges and experience life's joys and to come home to our wholeness, our worthiness, our truest selves, and to express our gifts to the world. It's our shared human experience. We're the central character of our own story. And when someone speaks to our plight, they instantly resonate and we want them in our lives. It's kind of like having an amazing friend. They listen. They know you and what you like. They believe in you and want you to succeed. They remind you how much you matter because you do. They make your life easier because they support the journey that you're on. What if we can be that friend to ourselves, others, and businesses be that friend to us too? Everywhere a friend. I bought a bunch of daffodils when I was writing this talk. They were completely closed up. I took them home, cut the stems, and put them into water. Within just a few hours, they'd completely opened up. We all need the right conditions to blossom. So let's create more of those conditions. This is the act of uplifting ourselves, others, and the world. Businesses that can do this, I call uplifter brands. Well, how does a business become an uplifter brand? I call that a lateral brand stance. Simply put, it's when a business aligns with a lateral topic that resonates with their customers and the journey that that audience is on, and with the company and the product, but that isn't the product. The lateral brand stance filters through everything that business does, including their tone of voice, their social media content, and their marketing campaigns. Because anything else is just a waste of airtime. Uplifter brands add value to those they serve and become more valuable themselves. They use their precious airtime to uplift with aspiration based in reality and passion without perfectionism. In what format this comes completely depends on the business and their audience, and it takes an intricate strategy to pull it off so that it's meaningful, consistent, and genuine. But wow, is it worth it? You see, as people, when we uplift others, something profound happens. We uplift ourselves. And the benefit for business is perhaps even more immense. They build an emotional connection between the business and their audience. They have a personality that people can connect with. They have better word of mouth and shareability, better employee engagement. They sell more. They feel good about making money. The value of their business goes up. They've prepared themselves for the future. And thus we end up in a positive cycle where personal and societal aspirations inspire businesses to embody those aspirations and add value of their own, and more people hear those voices as the norm. And they just keep feeding each other. Humanity and business are not separate. So what's in the hearts and dreams of those in your life? How can you give your life, your work, your business a heart? How can you make your airtime heart-based airtime? I believe that when our self-worth rises, so does our capacity to care for ourselves, others, and the world. And I believe in humanity's capacity to blossom to magnificent new levels, and for finding every opportunity we can in order to uplift ourselves, in order that we may blossom. This is evolution. We are literally creating the future. So let's create the best one possible. Let's change the channel and turn the volume up. I'll leave you with one question. How will you genuinely uplift those in your life? The power is in your hands and hearts. Thank you.